Tonight, the passing of a civil rights icon and former presidential candidate who inspired many. Reverend Jesse Jackson died today at the age of 84 after a lengthy battle with what many are calling Parkinson's disease. I spoke with a local faith leader accompanying Jackson on several occasions, and our Danielle DaSilva shares his thoughts that he told to me on who Jackson was. Danielle?
Rod, a truly touching interview it was with Lincoln pastor John Harris as he remembers Reverend Jackson for his work during the civil rights movement and his peaceful push for social change in the U.S. and the world. As a reverend himself, Pastor John Harris remembers the work of the Reverend Jesse Jackson and talks about the legacy he left for all.
His legacy is cemented as not only a person from the civil rights movement, but a person throughout his own organization that sought the betterment of people, sought the uplift of people, sought the elevation of the human spirit.
Harris reflected on his personal time with Jackson.
As a part of the media services, I had the responsibility for following them around and so forth, videotaping.
He recalls Jackson walking around in a sweatshirt as one of Dr. King's youngest cohorts, coining galvanizing terms like, "I am somebody."
I think for African Americans who had been saddled with this idea of inferiority, this idea that we were less than and so forth, minorities, true minorities, and not only in status, but in mentality, the idea that you could say, "I am somebody." Oh man, it was powerful.
He says Jackson would enter rooms, shake everyone's hands, and start talking about his vision for America, especially during his first presidential campaign in 1984 and again in 1988, a time, he adds, that didn't come without controversy.
Reverend Jackson is a controversial figure, in many ways.
Having been embroiled in some controversy for his comments about the Jewish community during his 1984 presidential run, remarks he later apologized for and now ultimately remembered as a unifying figure.
Red, yellow, brown, black, and white, we're all precious in God's sight.
A lesser-known fact about Jackson, Harrison pointing out the time he worked as a hostage negotiator overseas, mediating the return of several Americans to the disbelief of many.
And many people thought, well, he's not going to do anything. But when he actually did it, I thought about the power, not only the power, it wasn't the power of diplomacy, it wasn't the power of politics. It was about a relationship. It was a way, his charisma, the thing he said that convinced the opposition, you know what, let's give these people back.
Jackson's family says he died peacefully while at home in Chicago. Reporting from the studio, Danielle DaSilva, Channel 8 News.